How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Garry's Mod, and today we're going to take a look at, well, the entire Citadel. Now, before we start, I do just want to mention that this is an entire save. It was meant to be a prop, however, because of lag issues, it is now a save. So when you do download it, make sure that you have Weinmark, but once you do have that set up, simply go into your saves function and click load, and the Citadel will load in. Now, there is a lot of really cool things going on with this. It's not just a basic thing made out of props. No. There's a lot of cool details here. Starting with, of course, the outside. So from here, you can see there's a bunch of railroad tracks leading into the Citadel from many other parts of City 17. And it looks pretty cool. It's very believable, and although they don't obviously go to anything, it's a nice detail. And there's, of course, even more tracks. Now, I will say this, try as you might, there is simply no way to go into the Citadel from the outside. We're gonna need more than dog's help to get into this one. Hell, even if you go through the areas that look like their entrances, you'll be met with emptiness and nothing. But I will say, even though there's not much going on the bottom part of the Citadel, the creator did an amazing job at really flushing it out to make it look somewhat realistic. But this is, of course, going to be the first of our many destinations. This is going to be what I assume is the Citadel core, which I know it's kind of funny, like we're starting at the core, kind of seems like a big deal, but this truly is the first area that you're supposed to be, well, standing on, because everything below us is meant for just flavor and for aesthetics. However, once you go into here, you'll notice that there is some consoles we can activate. You can also sit in some chairs. Now, from my knowledge, the consoles don't seem to do anything. Like it says Citadel core, and it makes a sound, and that sound's going to be synonymous with a lot of things in this map. Oh, this one's pretty cool. You can raise the energy flow. We can see we got a red light now on. And then this is the Citadel core, which again, doesn't seem to do anything. It's really just for flair, I guess. But here is the core. It definitely does look pretty damn awesome. Like, just look at this. Imagine for a moment, this was all made from props. Everything here is just props. That is seriously incredible. Now, there is elevators that do work. However, unfortunately, you do need to have num keys, and I don't have any num keys. In fact, I'm not even too sure what's the point of this being here. However, we can go ahead and rise ourselves. Now, I know you might think, whoa, that's it? Oh no, there is so much more. In fact, I should be in this sector. Here we go. So it's really not that difficult to find out where to go next. Simply fly up. And once you do go up enough, you'll see an entirely new area, and this is it. Now, there is a few more terminals here. We can adjust the upper core control, which, again, doesn't really do anything. And also, the architecture of this is just so silly. Like, how is anyone supposed to get around in the Citadel? If you played Half-Life 2, you'd know what I mean. We have matter residue. I assume that controls these vats here. Really cool stuff, again, having it all connect like that. But in terms of this room, there's really not much else we can do, so we must ascend even further. And once we do so, we're going to find another landing. And hey, we got some more cool terminals and stuff to mess around with. We got elevator control, which doesn't actually do anything. And then this is also energy flow. Ho ho ho! I don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty cool. Oh, look at that! It turns on the lights. That's pretty cool, wow. But again, we must ascend even further. Just to, by the way, guys, look at how high we are already. This is pretty insane. Now, I do want to also preface this. This is not supposed to be the legit height of the Citadel, because, well, that wouldn't really be possible in Source. There's a reason why the majority of that building in Half-Life 2 is in the skybox, because it couldn't really fit inside of Source. However, once again, we are not really supposed to be on this level because everything is just kind of meant to, well, not really be interacted with until we get to here, and then things start to get a bit more, well, things have collision. Because if we go here, we just fall through half of this stuff. So this is pretty cool. This looks to be where all the trains come to drop off their cargo. Pretty interesting stuff. Now, I also want to mention that none of this is meant to be completely accurate. The creator did take some liberties on the interior. Yep, we got cargo storage, so this is the storage part of the facility. Still pretty insane to think we have so much more to go through when you see how massive this room is. The more I check this place out, the more I am just enamored by how much this creator really did. And right here we got another platform with elevator control doing absolutely nothing. City 18 cargo. And right here we got elevator control, which again, you can't really adjust. Now don't worry, there is an elevator that you can control. We'll get to that very soon. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Wow, this is pretty cool. I'm assuming this is the pod storage as well, because here we have all these stalker pods. Ugh. We do have access to the railway main control, which again is just for flavor. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, let's ascend even further. So there is a few areas over here that we can interact with. This is for the pod specifically. So down there we have the train storage area, and then I guess this is the primary pod area. Again, pretty imposing looking room. Oh, and about that elevator, by the way, this is it right here. So if you spawn all the way at the bottom... Oh my god, wait, what? Okay, I found it. So this is kind of outside of the map. I didn't even know we could take this. Alright, so apparently this is where it all begins. I didn't even realize it. Wow, look how high we are. This is insane. If we go over here... Yeah, there's the platform. So this is the main elevator. Now this one is actually usable. Just don't go down. No, in fact, we want to go up. Okay. It can be a little finicky sometimes. So for this one, you do have to hold down the E key, or, of course, just use the numpad. But I, of course, don't have access to that. So this is going to be your way... Well, there's one way. Alright, so this is kind of like the halfway point, I guess. And we got some more terminals here. This vibration monitoring. That's important, of course. And then this is more elevator control, but of course we have another one. Using this elevator to go up, we can see where this is going to take us. Oh, now this is my favorite part. Seeing the interior like this is super cool. It really does make you kind of scratch your head because, again, these are all props. Now, where does this take us? Because there is a lot to go over. In fact, this is our next stop. Just again to show you guys how high up we are. Look at all of this. This is pretty cool. Now, we did kind of skip over a few things, like we didn't really check this out, but you know what? There really isn't much to this. It's kind of just more of the same, more terminals, again, trying to make it look as realistic and authentic as possible. However, this next area right here is the Airwatch landing pad. Pretty cool place. This is where all the vehicles are going to be stored. And again, just this massive, massive area. We got this big opening so that the vehicles do have a good way to fly out. And again, just seeing how high up we are, and we still have quite a bit to go. Right here we have the communication center, as well as the Citadel Overwatch button. Don't know what that does. Right here we do have some APCs, and that's pretty cool. We have a chopper holding up one of them. Now, of course, this area does have multiple layers, and look at that. We even have a bit of an Easter egg. We have the buggy. That's pretty cool. Confiscation 2004. That's awesome. Again, Half-Life 2 was released in 2004, so I love that homage. Alright, but what if we go even higher up? Once we go to this point, we have another landing area, and this is going to be very familiar to anyone who has played Half-Life 2 in the episodes. This is the Dark Fusion Reactor. This is where the main power comes from to power the portals that the Combine use to, well, go to their homeworld. Definitely don't want to be there. But other than that, there is just more of the same. Reactor main control. This one right here says fluctuations control. Ooh. And then we got a bunch of stuff here in the corner. I don't even know what's going on with this, but this is pretty tight so far. However, we are not done. Wait, stability. Why is this one red? So although this stuff is pretty cool, we are not done yet because we have this. Dr. Breen's office, the one and only. He has a nice little luxurious pad here, fancy desk, fancy chair, and then a bunch of windows to look out upon the human race that he has betrayed. Oh, and he's got a bust. Well, would you look at this? We got a camera. Oh, you can oh my god, you can record speech. Is this where he does it? Now we know. We also have a security panel, which is pretty cool, to make sure that no one can get into his office. But what's beyond all of that? Well, if we go even further up, we are on the top of the Citadel, and this is where the magic truly does happen, because now we can just take it all in. Guys, what did you think about this? The entire Citadel remade as accurately as possible, given the, of course, incredible restraints. I think the creator did very well. I think all the rooms are pretty cool, and there is a lot of detail and a lot of fun to be had with this save, which again, oh god. Well, I found the elevator, is just made of props. That seriously does blow my mind. But let me know what you guys think down below. Have you always wanted to go to the Citadel? I've always wanted to just explore more of it, because what we get to see in Half-Life 2 in the episodes really just isn't enough for me. I feel like we didn't spend enough time exploring the glorious and ridiculous length of this amazing piece of Combine architecture. But hey, if you liked the video, I would love it if you left a like and subscribed. Guys, thank you all so much for watching this until the end. Links will be in the description as always. Use code NecrosVideos to save 20% off your next G Fuel order. I'll see you guys in the next video, and until next time, thanks for watching and farewell.